computers. Claim we've got national security information. Again, we could be shut up any time, so pray for us, spread the word. But let me tell you, when the White House-controlled groups come out and call for us to be shut down and say Drudge has to be dealt with because he's supporting us as well, and oh my gosh, Drudge is funding them by linking to them. I guess he's funding us today, linked to us. No, it's because we said, watch, they're going to come out and blame the Second Amendment. And then an hour later, our article was proven right in triplicate. I mean, it's not hard. We said, hey, the sun's going to come up this morning. And we were the first to put it out. So we're hardworking idiots over there with the George Soros group. That's what's happening here. We've got support, dozens of legs of support. You can't just chop one out from under us, and as if you're just going to threaten Drudge, and then Drudge isn't going to link to us. My gut, and I said this to Fair off here, I said, I bet I'm going to get more links now that they're threatening him to stop linking to us. Don't you get it? We're not here to be pushed around anymore. Do you understand that? I understand the threat. I understand the danger we're in. But who knows who they're going to blame when this comes out? Who knows? I hope they don't blame us. They're already blaming the Second Amendment, which is everybody, which is your right. So they are blaming us. They're blaming me. They're blaming you. They're blaming everybody. They're saying our guns that keep us safe. I feel really good that some of my crew here has concealed carry, who statistically are the most law-abiding people out there and have been trained and everything. I feel so good knowing there's some heaters floating around in here. Because if somebody's really crazy and wants to do something, there's nothing you're going to do to stop them. Unless you've got a gun, that's your only hope. I feel really good knowing that. I feel really good that I know how to use a gun. And I mean, I know how to use them good. I know how to relax if I need to and hit the target. It's a great part about the gun. You don't have to get all Ben Grimm or, the hulked out crazy to stomp somebody like you do when, some big guy's coming down on you. You got to get mad and do it. With a gun, it's just all real calm. You got to defend yourself. It's just easy as pie. And that is such a satisfying feeling. And they want to take that satisfying feeling away. It's satisfying to have an instant access pistol safe in every bedroom of my house. And to have one right up by the front door where I can just reach right over and hit the code and in a second have my firearm right there ready to defend my family. And they want to take that away. They want to make me a slave like they are in all these other countries. And they're attacking all of us right now with this. And when they get into his apartment that is guaranteed some little cache of setups, this whole thing stinks. It's going to be bad. And I don't know who they're going to blame, but I got a good idea. And perhaps talking about it will make them think they can't get away with it. But I've been through this repeatedly. Within 1 hour of 3 dead cops, they're blaming me. Came out in court. All it was what we found publicly and got the retractions with before it came out in court. It was all get Alex Jones, and violence is the answer. Alex Jones is wrong. Oh, yeah, that's what he said on our site. Violence is the answer. Alex Jones is wrong, and Alex Jones is going to get his. And then I get the blame. I get the blame because I'm saying don't go out and kill cops, and then I get the blame. No, I don't deserve the blame, and I'm not taking it. And the Second Amendment isn't taking it either. Let's go ahead and talk to James in California. Why am I the first target, folks? Because they're scared of us. That's why. James in California, thanks for holding her on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. It's a pleasure to be able to speak with you finally. My name is James Martinez. I'm the protege and former work colleague of Walter Boert, who wrote the book Operation Mind Control. And before his death, I kind of took over all his work. But I wanted to say to you and commend you for touching the dirtiest, ugliest truth that is actually going on, and that is the harvesting and manufacturing of children for use for operations all over the world. You're precisely right. I mean, I know you're not the world's expert on this. I don't think anybody is, but it is going on. It is real. And that particular kind of center point there that's happening is why we're in the position that we're in, because it is. There's a book that was written by Ralph Metzner. It's called The Roots of War and Domination. He's a psychiatrist, and I've interviewed him, and I know him quite well. But it really actually goes into the pathology of the people at the very top that harvest these children and do this stuff.
No, that's what CIA mind control was all about, was people that like to abuse children got congressional funding to do it under national security. And it's a guild. There's lots of sadists and control freaks and just mercenaries that make up different cadres. But as you get higher up the pyramid, the only people that want to betray countries and be evil is they are these demon creatures. I mean, they might as well be demons who like hurting children. And everywhere you find the New World Order, you find the abuse of innocent children. It is just so hellish.
You're dead on. So congrats for you for having the courage to bring that up.
Well, sir, it's not the courage; it's survival instinct. I mean, we've got to face the whole truth and make preparation for it. And you know, that's all this comes down to, is that I have committed to go all the way, and it's the only way. I mean, people think you go along with this, you survive. No, you don't. I mean, sir, pediatric cancer is up over 10,000%. If you look at major studies, many cancers in adults, 2,000, 3,000%, diabetes, several thousand%, type 2. They're killing us, sir. We're already dead. I'm not going to, there's no hope but to beat them. God bless you, and I appreciate your call. We're taking calls again on the shooting mainly. Tim in Nevada, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, Alex.
Go ahead, sir. Welcome.
Dude, man, this whole thing is it's really tragic, man. I have kids. I have family. I imagine myself being in the movie theater watching a movie and having this happen to me and my family, and very scary situation.
Well, that's it. I'm going to start carrying. I'm going to start carrying a little. I've got a bunch of small handguns. With the crime increasing and everything, everybody's just got to start packing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I noticed on my Yahoo News, I don't know, you didn't really mention this yet, but you know how you guys were saying that that one caller that was a 50-year-old guy that was ex-military or whatever, he was saying that it's within like 4 miles or whatever of the Air Force Base. Well, Yahoo News is reporting that some of the people that were shot inside the movie theater were U.S. military members. Then they released, on the press conference, they said that 71 people were victims. It's a lot of victims, and I was thinking if some of them were U.S. military members and this new gun treaty thing's coming up, maybe things like this, these kinds of attacks, will make other U.S. military members think, well, why not confiscate guns? Because look at what's happening to our own military members.
Oh, they're being military is being targeted all over the U.S. by weirdo shooters the government knows fully about, and are protecting, quote, Muslim extremists. Thank you. Good point. Yeah, no. They're reporting multiple shooters. It was reported on the local news, and we've confirmed this, but we're going to dig it out and do an article on it. Here's an email from Greg. I was watching the Colorado news feeds all morning. Yeah, so were we. They did an interview with a guy who was in Theater 9, and he stated that someone during the movie took a phone call, got out of his seat, and went to the emergency door Holmes came through. He said he appeared to do something at the door, as well as gesture to someone outside the theater. I believe he said Holmes came through 5 or 10 minutes later. Well, that's like major government connections to the whole helter-skelter cult and Charlie Manson, and the fact that they wanted to cause this big race war and all this stuff. I'm telling you, folks, this is crazy. This devil cult. I believe he said Holmes came through 5 or 10 minutes after. I have not heard anything about that after that. Yeah. Look, the whole thing, it's just, it makes me sick to sit here and watch this happen. And I'm going to shoot a special video right after the show that'll go up on Infowars.com. We've got all the breaking news right there on the site right now. Dan in Virginia, you're on the air, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex.
Yes, sir.
You just covered what I was going to go after. Those doors all open to the outside. So there's no way you can kick your way in. So, like I say, he had to have help. This reeks of an inside job.
And notice the police say, oh, he just kicked his way in, when they know full well that's basically impossible. And it's like open and shut, and oh, he gave himself up peacefully. I will guarantee, this whole I'm sorry, it just follows the MO.
You're absolutely right. It's I'm going to go see this movie this weekend, but I'm not going alone. You know what I mean? I'll be at the range in the morning.
Well, I mean, what do you think about the timing of the UN treaty in a week and a half, 2 weeks?
Oh man, that's perfect timing. 2 weeks. I mean,
they're saying they need 2 votes in the Senate. They didn't have it, and now it looks like they're going to get it. Can you believe it?
Well, I'm going to be making 3 phone calls when I get done with you, and they're going right to the Hill.
All right, good. Anything else?
Got a question for you.
Okay.
I'm also going to take a day off, and I'm going to the Hill to deliver the internment and Army manual to my 2 senators and my congressman. Do you think I'm going to get out of the building okay?
Oh, yeah. No, you should bring all those documents to them and say, you know this is going on. Now I want answers. Let me ask you a question. What does freedom mean to you? By the way, we've confirmed there were military personnel inside the theater when this event took place, this false flag. And let me tell you, if you don't know that's what all the signs say, you're dumber than a box of rocks. Gunman kills 12 in Denver shooting at Batman movie. This is Reuters. It's up to 14 now. He looked like he was in the military or like he was a SWAT person. So he just kind of blended in with the chaos of the crowd. People thought he was probably like a cop or something. Witness Jennifer Seeger told NBC's Today. And that's what a bunch of other witnesses say. And people thought it was part of the movie. They kept sitting there because they're in suspended disbelief. It's their movie. Nothing's going to wreck it, even the bullet going into their baby's head. There are going to be other days for politics, I think, and this day for prayer and reflection while he has his surrogates out demonizing the Second Amendment. Obama told supporters at a previously scheduled campaign event in Fort Myers, Florida, which he cut short to address the shooting. Oh, just like Bush on 9/11 with the pet goat. You know them by the script. The scripting is the evidence. If you believe that they've got a few votes they need to get that treaty that Obama says he's going to sign, and this happens right before, and it happens right in the same quadrant of the secret government area of Denver, near Columbine. If you think all that happened on accident, ladies and gentlemen, you are insane. This is a big deal, folks. This is a big deal. Let's go to Neil in North Carolina. You're on the air, Neil.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. It looks bad, though. I tell you, this looks like some of those staged Russian shootings they've done to get a police state. Looks like that same kind of model.
I got you. I got a couple things. I know I got a short period of time. First off, I'm active duty military, and I'm currently stationed in North Carolina. And you got a lot of supporters out here, man. I ordered the paint stencil and 125 bumper stickers and 400 cards, and they've been getting passed out like candy on Halloween, man.
We've got a lot of stuff like that at cost at InfoWarsShop.com for new listeners. Very effective to wake people up. What's your take on this shooting?
I'm actually originally from Colorado. I was in Colorado when Columbine happened, and I don't know, like everyone's been saying, it's pretty convenient timing. It's, yeah, I don't know.
It always happens right before a key gun control bill. Always.
Exactly.
I mean, this is really obvious.
Two more things, Alex. I actually sent some pictures of my truck. I painted my truck all up with Infowars.com. Like I said, I've been handing that stuff out.
What email did you send it to, and we'll post it if you want?
Kurt Nemo, I think, your editor.
All right, resend it to Show Tips or create a group at planetinfowars.com. That way we see everything and don't miss it. But great job, buddy. But so you say a lot of folks are waking up in your area?
Oh yeah, I've probably actively witnessed 75 people I've talked to get on the website at least, and it's all over my truck. So I'm sure a few more people are getting into it.
And are they telling you later it's waking them up, or they're confirming, or they're clicking with the info?
Some people are having a hard time finding certain resources, and I've been kind of trying to guide them through where to find certain information.
Well, good job, brother. God bless you. Keep it up. Pray for this country. Pray for the world. Bottom line, this tragedy is going to be used to take our liberties, and it's a cultural mind control that causes people to get into this type of violence, and even mainline psychologists are saying that, so the word's getting out. I'll be live this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m.,